was Tino.
Yeah, Tino was a one-off. He's actually one of the players that, you just didn't understand him. He did, on the pitch at times he was just unbelievable. But then there was times where, you didn't know what he was going to do next, and you got the feeling he didn't know what he was going to do next at times. But he's a player that I sort of still keep in contact with. Little voice notes on WhatsApp, and it's funny listening to his broken English.
You got a Geordie twang?
No, it's just completely broken English. Very hard to understand at times. There'll be times he'd actually try and ring you, and you won't even answer because there's no point, because you can't have a proper conversation with him because you can't understand him. But
what was he like as a trainer? Did he train hard, or was he kind of gives that impression that he just does his own thing?
Yeah, he does. He's just, he's got that very lackadaisical attitude. The way that he walks, and we used to have to be in the training for 10 o'clock, and then you're out on the pitch training at 10:30, and Tino would have just waltzed in at 10:20 most mornings. And the only time he was ever early was he came in at 9:20 because he hadn't realised about the clocks and that, so that was the only time that he was actually ever on time. But even back in November there, he invited himself, Rob Lee, Alan Shearer, and Les Ferdinand, the four of us, John Beresford as well, five of us actually, out to Colombia for his 50th birthday. But he never understood that he contacts you a week before, so you've obviously got other plans. And myself and John Beresford are actually flying to Singapore the next week, so we weren't able to make it. But I'm sure that would have been a crazy sort of affair going out there, because he had all these sort of, likes of Valderrama coming to his party, and Aguida, the goalkeeper, and people like Kaká, and all these famous sort of footballers, Brazilian footballers, Rivaldo, and coming to Tino's party. So unfortunately, we weren't able to make it. But I don't know whether that's maybe a good thing, because getting out of Colombia could have been tough.
There's a very famous story. I'd love it if you could confirm or deny it, that when he first came to Newcastle, John Beresford bought him a Daffy Duck waistcoat and sent him out on the big market wearing that. Is that true?
Yeah, well, yes, he did. And then he used to have to come to a game in shirt and tie, and he would have this white shirt which had all these different characters, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, all these characters down it. And it just was something that you just would never wear. But Tino he was one of them, just didn't care. He would just wear it just because he could. Other people would just. I'm not saying he did look good, and I mean other people would look absolutely ridiculous. But more people would have got stick about it. But because it was Tino, you just knew that he just did what he wanted and wore what he wanted.